All right, so our goal for these notes is to be able to understand conditional probability and independent events. All right, so we have our first introduction in class to Venn diagrams. Make sure you watch the video that kind of talks you through how to create Venn diagrams. Really important skill that we'll be practicing as we move forward in this unit, but something that is really, really useful. Okay. So inside here we have where the A and B overlap. This is the entire A circle. This is the entire B circle. And then the outside is anything that's not in A and is also not in B. So I'm going to get a different color here with me. Right. So the first thing we're looking at is this right here. And this is asking us to find the probability that we have event A occur or not B. So this is B complement right here. That C right there stands for the complement, which means not B. Okay. I'll do A in purple. I'll do B in red. And this or means that we're going to be taking everything, okay, all of it. Right? We're going to be taking all of it. Now, A is just going to be this circle here. So I'm going to use this to represent my A circle. And now not B means everything that's outside of the B circle. Well, the B circle is here. So everything outside of the B circle would be the outside. As well as this part of the A circle. Now again, or means as long as it falls within one of these categories, we're going to take it. So that's going to be everything except for this circle right here. So that's going to be we'll use green to actually shade it. That's going to be all of this. Everywhere that has a mark, right, is either in A or in B. So the outside's included, this part of A is included, this part of A is definitely included. Okay. So that's everything, right? So what's our value going to be? Well, to do this, we can either add everything that's shaded together, so 0.63 plus 0.21 plus 0.04, which is going to give us 0.88, or we can do 1 minus anything that's not shaded, so 0.12, which is also 0.88, right? So that's how we calculate this. Now what about this one? Well, this is very similar. In this case we have the probability that we have A and not B. Now in this case, I don't know if you can distinguish between the red and the purple, but I can. Alright, so here is where we're looking just for the overlap. Right, so what and means is we look for overlap. So again, let's use purple in this direction to shade A. And we'll use the red in other direction to shade not B. And when we're using and, we're talking about where do those things overlap each other. Well, the overlap happens right here, right where we have that cross-section. Now the reason why I'm using different colors, but I'm also using different directions, is on the AP exam you're not actually going to be able to use different colors. So if you do have a Venn diagram question, I recommend using a cross-section. Okay? And the answer to that is just going to be, well, a shaded region, 0.21. Okay? Let's take a look at a few more. So in this one we have not A and not B. For not B, since I have the red already open. We've already done that. Anything outside the B circle. Not A. Anything outside of the A circle. And again, and means an overlap. Just that outside region. Right? Which would be what? 0.63. Now a lot of times I'm not going to give you this region, so you need to find that on your own. Alright. Now, for part B, or for here, this one right here. This is going to be the probability of B given, so that vertical line right there means given, means we're limiting our scope to one region. It's a conditional probability. A. So we're limiting our scope to A, and there's a formula for this that I really recommend you using. So the formula for this is the probability of A and B over the probability of whatever comes after this vertical line. So it's the intersect of these two over the probability of this vertical line. So the probability of A. This formula is actually given to you on the formula sheet. Right? So let's start with the red. So basically what we're doing here is we're limiting our scope to this A region right here. We're saying, okay, I'm not looking at the entire graph anymore. Now I only care about the A region. Given that I'm drawing from in here, what's now the probability that I've chosen B? Well, within this region, where's the B part? Well, the B part's going to be the middle right here. And so our formula, probability of A and B, well, that would be this right here, 0.04. And here's the part that a lot of people trip up, over the total probability of A. Well, again, where's the A circle? That's this whole circle. So we need to add these two together to get 0.25. And when we do that, we get, what would that be, 0.12, I believe. Let me check my key. 0.16, whoops. I know that 4 times 4 is 16, not 12. Come on, you're better than that. So we get 0.16 as our answer. Okay. Right. I would know this formula. It's on your formula sheet. I would use this formula when you have probability of B given A or A given B. All right. This one right here. Probability of A or B, and then the complement of that. Okay. So let's make A red. Let's make B blue. And let's think about how we're going to do this. So, here's my A. Here's my B. Or would normally be all of this. Or would normally be all of this. However, I want the complement of this. The complement of this would be anything that's not shaded, right? Or means everything, so or is all of this. The complement of all of that would just be the outside, right? Anything that's not shaded. 0.63. Now here we have not A given B. Right. So again, using our formula, that would be the probability over not A and B over, well, what comes after the line? B. So what goes in the denominator? B. In this case, we are limiting our scope to B. And then we're asking ourselves, what part of this circle is not a part of A? And that would be that region right there. So again, we're going to do .12 divided by the whole region here, 0.16. And we find that that is going to be 3/4, right? 75% of B is made up of values that are not in A. It's basically what this means. 75% of my B circle is made up of values that are not in A. All right. Hope you found that helpful. Fortunately, I'm out of time that I can make for this video, so the rest of these notes will be on a second video. Have a wonderful day.